What's up, e-bikers? Lectric's first e-bike of 2026. This is the new XPress2. It's lean, it's green, it's next. Let's go. And here's a new XPress, Lectric's first new e-bike of 2026. This is the pine green. You can reminiscent of the XP4 colors here. So the step over, which this is a high step as they call it, comes in pine green or tempest gray. You can get the step through in white or raindrop blue. Those are your color choices there. So more color choices versus just the black we had before, which is really nice. And this e-bike is now $13.99. You get a 750 watt motor and a 14 amp hour battery. All right, the new XPress2 ships with a 750 watt motor back here with 85 newton meters of torque. And my initial complaint with the original XPress was the 750 watts were pretty loud sounding, much more than the 500 watt versions that they offered as well. But they fixed that here. They said the new motor is 99% quieter, and I tend to agree. I've done my initial test riding here. It is super stealthy, super quiet, and no one's gonna barely hear this thing when you're riding it. Let me spin the motor and get a sense for how it sounds. That was 20 miles an hour, definitely quieter than the previous version of the XPress. Gearing wise, we have an upgraded Shimano Altus derailleur back here, 8 speeds. That comes with a trigger shifter up top. And you can now switch between cadence and torque sensor within the settings up here on the new display. Front, we have a category leading adjustable SR SunTour XM 32 suspension fork with a thru-axle. This provides 80 millimeters of travel for shock absorption and a smoother ride. Definitely an improvement as well over the original XPress fork that they had. I think it was their own making, but they went to SunTour this time, and again, it's definitely pretty good for the price here. By having them add that to the mix here on the new feature set for the XPress2. These tires are 27.5 by 2.1, come with a street tread on there. Okay, 180s on the brake rotors here. Here's a look at that thru-axle here. It's actually a collapsible one, so it squeezes through the axle here, the tube, I guess, when you put it on. And it sticks out a little bit, but pretty nice touch here from Lectric. Also new, we have these 602 StarUnion hydraulic brakes here, sitting on 180 rotors down here on the bike, 2-piston, of course. So that's a nice upgrade for the XPress2 as well. Good stopping power. The XPress2 Commutter is designed for aggressive performance-driven riding with hybrid sprint handlebars, they call these. They have a small upsweep there. Also comes now with fenders and a rack back here. I don't think the original did. I don't remember having the fenders and rack on my XPress1, so that's a nice upgrade as well. You get the detachable pedals now. Okay, those are the same ones on the Lectric XP4 as well. Those are new. You got locking grips up here. Here's your stem, thumb throttle on the left, display pad right here, your control pad. Turn signals as well. We'll get into the lighting in a second. And your ubiquitous Lectric seat that's on pretty much every one of their e-bikes. We have a nice chain guard here on the bike as well. And it looks like this is a 42 tooth chain ring. Here's a look at that gearing. Sounds pretty good, pretty tight. Just going over what's new. Again, the motor, 85 newton meters of torque, much quieter as well. You got the SunTour XM 32 with 80 millimeters of travel right there. Very nice touch, very nice add-on there at this price point. The Shimano Altus is new. We have a StarUnion rear light as well, which has a running light on it. You can actually see it right there, it's blinking. I set it up to do that in the settings of the bike. So this blinks on the back and also the front headlight as well. Let's check out the startup sequence. Turn the bike on here. Got the electric display. I've got the flashing indicators on. There's your headlights. And here's your tail lights as well. Also acts as a brake light and turn signals on both of these. So let's turn those on. There's your left one. Nice big indicator right there on the display. And left indicator here on the bike. Let's do your right one. There it is. There you go. If you hold down the power key for just a second here, you'll switch to a different screen. There's actually 3 screens. There's the main one you just saw. Oops, I just turned it off. There's the main one you just saw. And we have this one here. You got cadence. We're in cadence now. Trip distance, odometer, trip time. Press it again here. We have input power, amps, voltage on the battery. 54.6 is the highest, by the way. There's your motor power as well for watts. And you're back to your main screen. To get into the settings, you're gonna hold down plus and minus at the same time. Okay, here we go. So you got screen brightness. I'm just going to toggle through these. Sleep, distance units, trip time, tire size. Never going to want to change any of these things. Bike classification. This is where you change it from class 1, 2, or 3, or California class 3. I'm not going to do that. So to go back, I'm going to hit the power button again. Assistance level. That is standard torque multiplier, increased torque multiplier, if you want a little more power and torque. I'm going to do that actually. Let's see here, what else do we have? Pedal sensor, torque or cadence. I'm going to leave it in, I'm going to put it in torque. Throttle PAS toggle. So you can do throttle inactive, you can do PAS throttle active, PAS active, throttle active. There you go, that's the default there. What else? Throttle output. You can limit it to the PS level you're in, or you can give full throttle. I want full throttle in all PS levels. Throttle 0 start. There's your walk mode, you can change that. Your light operations here, you can do lights on. Lights are off until manually turned on, or lights flash when the bike is on. I chose that, I think it's a better safety option. And what else? Odometer resets, and back to screen brightness there. So that's what you have on the settings here for the new Express. Again, this is their new 3.5-inch display, one of the biggest in the industry, and very nice option here. You don't need an app because everything's right here, easy to get to and easy to change. Express comes with a 2-amp charger, but you can buy a 5-amp hour if you want to charge this thing in under 3 hours. With this, it's going to take about 7 with that 2-amp charger with a 14-amp hour battery. Okay, well, let's take this XPress2 for its maiden voyage here. We'll test out the speed, check out the cadence sensors, see what it's like to pedal. It's in torque sensor mode, so I'm going to get more of a workout with that versus cadence. Aerodynamics should be pretty good. We'll see. I mean, it has this, you know, somewhat flat, maybe 1-inch rise on here. The steering feels a little bit stiff right now for some reason, but assembling the bike was not too bad. I had to put on the front tire. I had to put on the handlebars, basically insert it into the stem here. I had to put on the display, which is a detachable display, by the way. It just slides onto this back end piece and slides off. And I put the pedals on, and that was about it. So pretty simple installation process, and nothing to complain about there. No foam or anything. It's all cardboard and electric boxes, so it's all eco-friendly as well, which I appreciate. But there was a lot of paper to unwrap on this thing overall. But all right, let's take her for a spin and see how she does. Before I do that, I forgot my favorite part. Peeling back that display, revealing the nice 3.5-inch display there. All right, so let's do this. Right now I'm in eco mode. Hit that throttle. Good pickup off the line there. Oh yeah. Again, I chose full throttle to 20. All right, I'm getting a good workout here. I'm in 8th gear. It's coming. Doing 12 miles an hour. There's 13. These bars aren't too bad. I'm forward leaning, but I'm not too forward leaning. Yeah, that thing is very quiet back there. Test out the new shock. Nice and bouncy there. All right, let's see how it is crossing the road here. $85 Newtons of torque, so whenever I cross the street, I use the throttle to get me across faster. This guy's turning. Let's go. 1, 2 seconds, I guess, across the street. The steering is pretty stiff. I don't know if I tighten this too much or not, but it's a little stiff out of the box. Let's try the shifting there. That's doing pretty well. Shift back up. Yeah, their advertising says performance-based type of riding. And yeah, I would agree. It's like your 10 speed, but with a motor on the back. Let's bump it up to a tour mode here. And this is a very stealthy e-bike as well. So, in fact, my local town supposedly banned e-bikes on our rail trail, but I'm going to ignore that rule, and yeah, I'll take this bike on there, see if anybody says anything in a later video. But it is very stealthy. I mean, you can see where the battery is, but it's got it's got brake lights and a headlight too. But you could it's definitely on the stealthier side when it comes to e-bikes for sure. All right, I'm in tour mode here. Put it in 6th gear. And I'm doing 14 miles an hour. There's 15. Put it in sport. Doing 17. I'm not really putting much effort in. Sport Plus, I'm doing 19. And turbo finally. I'm in class 3 here. I'm gonna run out of room probably. There's 25, 26, 27, 28. Wow, this has got some really good pickup. Let me try that again. Power comes on nice and strong. There's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Nice. Let's test out those brakes. All right. The throttle, again, good punch off the line with that thumb throttle on the left. Motor just cuts out right there, you can feel it. And we're maintaining 20 miles an hour on that throttle. Okay, let's do our hill test here. We'll put this thing in turbo. Yeah, we're in torque sensor mode. 15 miles an hour, gaining speed here. Really good power up the hill. I'm just turning the pedals, basically not really putting down. Maybe like I'm putting in 30% of my effort here. Actually, I can bring the gears up too. I don't really need that lower gear. 17. Oh yeah, this thing's doing really well. All right, here's where it gets steeper. Let's drop it down to 4th. 15. 14 miles an hour. Ooh, I might not hit below 13. 13.7. Yes. 13.6 minimum speed uphill. For a torque sensor, that's really good. That's better than average in my experience. Not bad at all. I didn't have to work that hard. I had to work at it, but very good hill climbing ability. Let's do throttle only up this little hill here and see how it does. I call this a moderate hill. We're at 19 miles an hour in turbo. Okay, it gets steeper here, 17, 15. Didn't drop below 14 on that moderate hill right there, so very nice result. Let's just put it in 0 here and coast downhill. See what it's like at higher speeds. Feels really comfortable, guys. I don't have a lot to complain about ergonomic wise. I think I will put some rise bars on here a little bit more, with like a 3-inch rise maybe, but this thing is quick. Already we're doing 30. Nice. All right, well, there's your XPress2. I love that pine green color. Same color. I do have a couple scratches on this. That could happen during shipping, actually, but that's okay. What I don't like about the bike, steering's a little tight for some reason. It's just a little stiff. I don't know why. My other complaint is on the display settings. To get into the settings on this, you have to hold down plus and minus. But to get out of the settings, you have to do the same thing. And I always have trouble with that. It doesn't seem to work properly sometimes when I press both the left and right, so the top and bottom at the same time. There should be an exit function inside the displays where you just hit the power button and it exits the settings without having to press the plus and minus again, because it's a pain. So it's kind of annoying. So I sat there for like a good 3 minutes trying to get the damn settings off. Could not do that. So Lectric definitely need to put an exit setting in the display list so I can just hit the power button and get out of the settings immediately. That would make life much easier when it comes to just changing settings as well. Other than that, not a lot to hate, guys. What's good about it? The price, $13.99. So if you're looking for a road bike and you don't want one of the expensive ones, you know, like a Lectric or an Aventon that costs like $2K or more, this is an excellent compromise in that. And that's kind of where Lectric is going with that offer, I think. You get a lot for your money here. Very quiet motor, very stealthy looks. No one's really gonna complain that you're on an e-bike, because it doesn't really look like one unless you really get up close to it. Good economics. Comes in step-thru. You get the swept back handlebars with that one. New colors. You get the fenders and rack now. You get an upgraded suspension. I like the flashing lights you can put in here, very cool. You get fenders as well, as I mentioned. And you can ride as class 1, 2, or 3, so $13.99. I'll throw a link in the description. More videos coming on this. I'm gonna do a range test, take it on a group ride coming up. Add some accessories to it as well. I definitely need a frame bag in there, need a phone mount, maybe a bottle holder as well, and a bag. So we'll add some stuff there and we'll do a range test for you. But stay tuned for more on the XPress2, guys, coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Cross. I'm out of here.
Feels dope. It's got that stealthy flavor, moves like it knows the way, turns a hard day lighter, makes the long road pay. And I like that kind of quiet, no show, just drive, feels like money well spent.